me tonight. I need you. We have to talk, Roger. I've been holding things inside, and if I don't say it, please stay.
What things?
What?
What is it that you've been holding in, or else?
I didn't say or else. I wasn't threatening.
Delia, look, I've been called to the hospital for emergency surgery, and I have to go. Round and round and round.
No, stop.
You stop it. What do you want from me?
I want you to tell me the truth.
About?
Everything. Before it's too late. You can't wait to get out of here. Here I am down on my knees begging you for one night for us to get close again, to listen, share, and do you respond? You put your arms around me, give me comfort? No, you stand there like a robot counting the seconds.
Until I am doing surgery, that's right. And thank you for the crack about a robot. That explains why you've neglected to buy food or to make me any dinners the past few months. I guess you imagine that I don't have any of the standard feelings that other human beings have, the other needs, like hunger and thirst. It may explain even why you...
I hate it when you do this. You never used to treat me like a fool. You admired me. You praised me. You said you loved me forever. Honesty.
Delia, are you suggesting...
I am more than suggesting.
All right. Why don't you just say it straight out? How have you been dishonest?
Me?
You. This terrible thing that you've been holding inside. I can wait a minute and hear it.
Get out! A few minutes. You're going to give your wife and your marriage a few minutes while you're going to spend the rest of the evening
With those in the ordered world outside of this apartment? Yes.
I tried to get home this afternoon. I wanted to clean. I wanted to put these things away. But my broker, it was all about rice and money and Maeve. It's hard to explain, but I was really thinking of you the whole time. I just got all confused and scared.
Oh, that explains why you brought ice home. You got it mixed up with rice.
I was running home. I went by the deli. I wanted you to have a nice drink before dinner.
What dinner?
There must be something in the kitchen.
Yes, there's a large bag of wet ice in the sink as opposed to rice. We're out of that.
My broker's 1,000 times nicer to me than you are. Maybe I should just spend all my time with him. How would you like coming back to the apartment and it's all clean, but it's empty? Get out!
Joyfully. Don't wait up.
You liar! Oh! I heard you! I know where you went! I know where you went.
Fill them up a little further.
Oh, just take a look.
These kids are hungry.
This is so good.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's the scariest one yet. Where'd you get that mask?
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm gonna get you with the shaving thing later when you least expect it. Oh, I see you stole this from my daughter, huh? And I bet you forgot my surprise. Hello.
Hello, you're late. Have I got a surprise for this woman, or have I got a surprise?
Yes, you do, but I'm not going to be the one to let on what it is.
Well, I believe he's talking about this, dear. This is from your doting husband.
Jack, candy corn. Oh.
Well, I felt the need of an extravagant gesture, partly because I love you, and partly to mark the day.
Ah. Oh, thank you. Now, tell me what doll won't.
Right. Mayor, Ray Woodard offered me a job on a paper, and I accepted. Column, my byline, 3 times a week about anything I like. Your father thinks I'm a traitor.
Oh, he does not.
The last thing I heard, you were going to go tell Ray she belongs in jail.
Yeah, well, I made a statement to that effect this morning. I told Ray I'm out to prove she framed Frank. I told her everything. If she wants to publish my column, what do I got to lose?
Try your self-respect,
Oh,
Jack.
John. Mary works for the very same woman.
No, well, Channel One's a different story. Ray shows up there once a year for a board of directors meeting. The paper she controls.
Doll, You don't need an argument right now, and neither do I, okay? Well, if it feels right, do it. When do you start?
First column's already written. In my head. I still put it on paper.
What's it about?
Well, it's not about Ray pushing Frank out of the Senate. You bet your bottom dollar on that.
No. No, it's about people having blackouts and then refusing to obey their doctor's orders. It's about staying on your feet and making yourself and everybody else miserable when you belong in bed. It's about cigarettes that you're not supposed to...
Jack, if you don't like the way I handle myself, you don't have to hang around here.
Likewise, Johnny.
All right,
Well,
you
come
two,
on.
just you. Please. He's only saying exactly what I've been worried about all day, darling. You really should be careful. Take it easy. Come on, let's get this trick and treat out front, for the latecomers. And tell me about your column, Jack. You've got me really curious.
It's about a stage-struck kid comes to New York to be an actress. She gets mugged and robbed and rescued and befriended all within 24 hours. It's a true story.
Really?
A 17-year-old girl named Kimberly Harris.
Oh, I can't wait to read it. When did you meet her and why? How?
Well, that's the fascinating part. I can't publish it, but I can tell you. I met Kimberly through her mother. Her mother's Ray Woodard.
No.
17-year-old daughter.
Yeah, she was brought up by her grandmother in Kansas. Ray barely knows her.
What was all that talk about her wanting to make a home for little John? Her with a daughter she doesn't even know. I can't believe it.
It's a whole lot to take in.
You really meant what you said about surprises.
Don't ever say they don't have any news, huh? No, that's the last shock of the day. From now on, I just make myself useful.
All right. This should be the last of it.
Hi.
Hi! Look who's here.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, sweetheart. How was the beach?
Eventful.
Yes, but where's Joe?
Oh, he'll be in. Two very important things happened to me today. If you're feeling up to it, I'll tell you.
Sweetheart, I'm perfectly fine. Now, come on, tell us what your big news is.
You know, I'd probably be doing this alone tonight if you hadn't called me, and I would be miserable.
Alone? Ray, with all your resources?
I'd have to act, Roger. I'd have to glitter and lie. You said you looked in on Kim?
Yeah, she was asleep, but she's fine. You know, she's almost as beautiful as her mother.
You must be the 10th or maybe the 20th person that's done that to me today. Called me a mother. Let's see, Seneca, Jack, Kimberly, the nurses, the whole world's turned me into a parent. The only person who doesn't really believe it is me.
Ray, it's not as if she's an infant. I mean, there won't be any diapers or babysitters, and you won't have to help her with homework or having the braces put on.
Oh, sure. We can just live together as good friends. Roommates, that was her suggestion.
Why not?
Because 17 or not and beautiful or not, she still needs mothering. And the person who gives her that is her grandmother who lives in Kansas. My daughter cannot be my roommate.
Yeah, that situation would have certain drawbacks from my point of view.
Oh, well, as far as that goes, I just have to rent an apartment on another floor, that's all.
You know, you're going to bring to motherhood the same excellence that you bring to everything you undertake.
That's a temporary thing, Roger. She'll come home from the hospital tomorrow when she's discharged, and she'll stay with me, but it'll just be for a visit. Oh, tomorrow.
You're wonderful.
I'm terrified.
I know, but no hysteria, no screaming.
Madame?
I'm just looking, thank you.
May I show you to a table?
Is there a Dr. Coleridge here?
I couldn't say. Shall I have him paged?
No. I'll just wait here out of the way for him. He should be here any minute.
All right.
You know, tonight works both ways. I needed you too.
Another Delia Rampage?
Ugh, me, I. Ray, I could stand it if she didn't turn our place into a pigsty. I could also stand it if she had some food in the house. But she spent her whole day with her broker, and she brought home ice for dinner. A large, wet bag of ice.
I'm sorry. I know what they're doing. They're making fun of me.
I beg your pardon. The doctor hasn't arrived yet?
No.
I don't like lying to her, and I wish I could talk to her. But at least I have an excuse that will keep me away from the house without hurting her. You know, sometimes surgery can go on endlessly.
Does that mean that you could be home very, very late?
You know, since you've acquired a chaperone tonight, I suggest that we enjoy every second of privacy that we can.
How would you feel about skipping coffee and dessert?
Let's.
Let's. Yeah.
The first thing that happened was I went swimming, and there was a shark in the water.
Hey, wait a minute.
No,
I
he
never
didn't
heard
hurt me.
that.
He didn't hurt me. He didn't even touch me.
How close?
Very. Oh, Daddy.
Siobhan, you mean there was a shark that could have come right?
Yeah, but what happened was Joe saved my life. He was on the beach, and I was in the water. He saw the fins circling around me, and he called out to me, told me exactly what to do to swim to the shore. He got in this outboard boat. Thank God that boat was there. And he came out into the water and pulled me inside the boat.
Oh, John.
Where was the shark meanwhile? About as close as the end of this table.
Siobhan, for heaven's sake.
Well, it was pretty incredible. Every time I think about it, well, that's enough of the bad stuff. The rest is really exciting. I mean happy exciting.
And you thought you were going to win the surprise award for tonight.
What?
Later, go on, go on.
Okay, well, Joe gets me all dry and warm and relaxed, and he says he has a little surprise for me, so he takes me out on a walk. And we're out on a dock on a nearby place, and I hear an airplane coming overhead, and I look up, and there's this airplane with one of those trailers on it, you know, the slogans, but it's not advertising anything. It has 3 words on it. Siobhan, marry me. And I'm going to.
Well, I think that's wonderful, darling. Of course, I had my suspicions, but...
You're happy?
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful.
Congratulations. Best wishes. You know what I mean. Mayor, you don't know Joe very well, but when you do, I promise you, you're going to think better of him. Daddy? He doesn't ever have to be a son to you. Just trust us.
Yeah.
Well, look at it this way. Look at Joe without his uncle. Just Joe Novak without any Tizo Novotny, the same way little John is to Patrick. When you look at it that way...
I can't look at it that way, no.
Well, I know it's hard, but I found that I could. Can't you at least try?
Well, try what? Try to be blind? No, sweetheart, I can't. But that's all right. This isn't the time. We'll talk about it some other time. When you know what I know, things will change.
What things? I'm not going to stop loving Joe.
Tomorrow, darling, tomorrow.
If you don't mind, I'd like to hear your dad out tonight. Mr. Ryan?
Joe, Siobhan told us how you saved her life. We'll never be able to thank you enough.
That's true, Joe. Can't find words to tell you.
If I'd lost Siobhan, well, I guess I can't find words either. I only heard the last thing you said, when Siobhan knows what you know. No, please, unless you have to rest or something.
All right, all right. I'll tell you a little story. It happened right in this bar this morning. 2 guys happened to walk in the front door, and one of them even starts to come back in here without so much as a buy your leave from Kevin. Well, from the look of them, I thought they were a couple of bouncers. Well, they take their beers and sit at a table, and another guy comes in. Pleasant, nice enough, sits at the bar, engages me in conversation about the restaurant business. Seems he owns one himself. Yeah, and from the look on your face, you know the punchline.
Tizo?
Tizo, yes. Only I don't know what his name is. He doesn't introduce himself till Delia comes in and recognizes him. And the 2 bozos were his bodyguards. They were casing the joint for him, and then he was casing me because you're keeping company with my daughter. Now, that is not the behavior of a loving uncle, nor is it the behavior of a decent, innocent citizen.
Drugs, gambling, prostitution, you figure that's his business.
Yes, that, and keeping the trail from his door.
Well, people find him guilty anyway, and they don't give him a chance, just like they didn't give Frank a chance. Only he's been harassed by the press much longer than your son. He doesn't even have the chance to hand in his resignation. For as long as he lives, he's under suspicion. You know why he doesn't go out alone?
Hey, but don't you compare Frank's problems to your uncle's. And another thing is, I don't see how this conversation is going to end any better than our last one did, mister. So you'll excuse me.
Joe, he's tired.
I'm not tired and I'm not sick. Going upstairs to look at my grandchildren.
Well, we hope to give you a few more someday. Mr. Ryan, I love Siobhan. I want to marry her and take care of her, be the best person I can for her. When I see you look like that, it makes me glad to remember one thing you said in our conversation before. Siobhan makes up her own mind.
Never mind him. Just don't mind it at all.
I'm sorry, you two.
I'm sorry I upset him. Look, you better go check, make sure he's all right. I'll see you tomorrow.
You certainly will.
Joe, before you go, I want you to know that I know this much, no matter the worries and the doubts, that there's got to be goodness and honesty in your soul, because otherwise my daughter wouldn't love you.
Thank you.
Good night. It was a good thing to say.
I only wish I could believe it.
You on the spot. I was thinking of breaking it to you more easily over the next couple of days.
Well, I wouldn't have appreciated that very much.
I figured. Don't you want to sit down?
Well, that's another issue I wish you wouldn't tiptoe around. My health is excellent.
Fine. Why don't you sit down? Because I don't like talking to your back. Daddy, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah, but you don't know what Joe's doing.
I think that whatever we don't share now, we will when we're married. And I don't think that Joe is taking any orders from Tizo.
Oh. Well, a man doesn't ride around in a big black limousine on a fisherman's income. The truth is there for everyone to see, darling.
I didn't think you saw what everybody else saw. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be alive right now.
Oh, come on, darling. A lifeguard would have been there to save you if he hadn't been. Well, he did save your life. Well, fine. I'm grateful to him. But that's no reason to marry the man.
I know what you did to Mary and Jack when they got engaged. And I'm not going to let you do that to me.
Sweetheart, I have to speak my mind. It's my obligation to you.
Well, if you're going to continue this war with Joe, I'm going to have to move out of here now. I hate to say that, but I mean it. Now it's up to you.
Fine, fine. Of course, I don't want you to move out now. So I guess my hands are tied. You do what you want to do. I won't fight with Joe. And I'll be here to pick up the pieces when you need me.
Oh, Roger, you wouldn't cheat on me. No matter how awful I've been. You wouldn't. Yeah, is Dr. Coleridge there? He might have come by to check on a patient. Could you give it to me, please? I have a family emergency. Thank you. Hello. 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 Somebody playing Halloween games.
Well, I like our games better.
I'll call you every 10 seconds till you come home.
What if the perfect guy for you is in LA or DC or New York City? Get ready to take a holiday, a new original reality series, all new this Wednesday at 10 on SoapNet.